Financial Literacy 101. And today we're going to do a stock performance live, And what that simply means is we're going to go over some stocks and we're going to see how they perform live right here when the market opens. But I'm going to go ahead and look at the pre-market. The pre-market is still going on. So let's look into that. Let me look at my Robinhood portfolio. I don't want to look at my WeBull. Not today. I'm going to look at Robinhood. So in the pre-market, I'm already up $47. I'm already up $47, already making money. And guess what I'm doing, ladies and gentlemen? That's the power of investing. I'm sitting on my tail. I'm sitting on my butt. And I'm just looking at the stock. So right now, we're waiting for the stock market to open. So if you have any questions, you have any interest, this is the time to ask. Good morning, Ashley Hawkins, Grand Rising. That's right. I love it. So we're going to get into those stock picks from yesterday. We're going to talk about Hymex. We're going to talk about Carrols, also known as TAST. That's the ticker, TAST, and also Workhorse. And of course, I may go over my two most popular stocks is NEO and as well as Plug. NEO and Plug right now are the two hot ones. So this morning I got up. I did a little bit of research last night. That doesn't mean I'll make any money because as I'm looking at it right now, Workhorse is already down nearly 6% in the pre-market. It could make a turnaround. But that doesn't mean that it will, okay? That doesn't mean that it will. So as I'm looking at my stock portfolio, let's just go back here a little bit and look how I perform. Let's look at the last month. Then we'll go to the last week. So the last month, my stock portfolio is essentially up $1,200. And then I'll go for the last week. Only up $242, and it's still computing as the market is about to go live here in 5 minutes. One day, again, that's $47, only up 1.94%. And again, that's the power of the stock market. As you see right here, my current stocks, I sold a lot of my portfolio. I transferred all my stocks over to WeBull because I love the WeBull platform. And quite frankly, if you guys are interested in using another platform, because I like Robinhood when it comes to option trading as well. Robinhood is very, very easy. And I will also tell you that you can use both platforms for what you want to do when it comes to investing. Some platforms do certain entities of investing better than others, or like myself, I dislike the platform for that particular thing. We either be buying ETFs on index, that's stash for me. I love those ETFs and index with stash. And when it comes to option trading, I love Robinhood, but I've had a lot of stocks in Robinhood, so I didn't transfer them all over. But it comes to individual stock trading and using the analytical tools, I love WeBull. So I'm gonna go over to, and we're gonna look at a glance at WeBull. Right now, we only have 4 minutes until the market is open. We only have 4 minutes until the market is open. I'm not gonna be, reading bells again, but we're gonna quickly go over to WeBull so you guys can actually see how it looks, okay? So you actually see how it looks. All right, this is a part of WeBull that I like where you have your candlesticks and you can pick out your tools according to your portfolio and look at how certain stocks are performing. Now, again, this may look a little jumbled up to some of you. It does take some time to navigate through WeBull because they have so many tools, okay? They have so many tools. So again, I'm gonna go to the market here. It's gonna look quite different. That was the trading platform. This is more pleasant to the eyes, okay? This is more pleasant to the eyes. This is more a cleaner look. If you guys are not used to looking at candlesticks and line graphs, this is kind of this plain, kind of a chart style, kind of a plain tight style where you can just go and do a brief overview. As you said, from left to right, you have market overview, you have your advancers and decliners distribution, and it tells you those that are in the decline, and you also have your advancers. And to your far right, you have your extended hours ranking. Okay, so a lot of information all on one platform. I absolutely love it. For some people, this could be a bit much. And again, we have 2 minutes before the market is open. And we're going to look into that information, ladies and gentlemen. And as we're looking down here, we have our top gainers, top losers and most active. Okay, and if you notice on the most active, it mostly focused on volume, the amount of volume that's either being bought or the amount of volume that's being sold. Okay, also known as trade. A trade is either buying or selling a stock. That's simply what a trade is. Okay, Ashley Hawkins says download the WeBull but haven't signed up yet. Ashley Hawkins, you need to get on game. You need to get on game, Ashley, and go ahead and deposit using my link below, $100. And here's the thing about WeBull, ladies and gentlemen. We have 1 minute to the market open. Is that WeBull actually, if you deposit $100, they give you a second stock free. It's not even a requirement actually to trade that money, okay? Not even to trade that market. So I'm gonna head back over to Robinhood and we're gonna look live when the market is open. Let's see if any significant changes actually happen while the market is actually open. You're looking at my personal account. Yes, I don't have that much money in it because I have multiple investments account. And again, I transfer a lot of my things over to WeBull. I have some stocks in Vanguard as well as, I transferred all my stuff from Charles Schwab and Fidelity over to Vanguard, I believe. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen, 8:29. The bill is about to sign on the New York Stock Exchange. We're not going to watch that crap. Who cares? We're just trying to look at the money go up and down, mostly up in our pocket. So officially the market is open and we're looking for any significant changes in our stock portfolio when it comes to the appreciation or depreciation value of our stocks, okay, of our stocks. So just for a little bit of information here, I gave this morning, I got up early again. I did some research and I bought some more. It wasn't NEO, my apologies. It was Plug. And I believe I bought 12 options, okay? I bought 12 options of NEO. I don't know if they're quite, so I'm waiting for those things to post actually as we're looking at it. And as you can tell, Plug Power is up already. Plug Power is up already. And now it may be declining because I believe it was up during the pre-market. And now, unfortunately, it's in a slow decline. But that doesn't mean anything, ladies and gentlemen. I believe Plug Power is one of those stocks you need to keep for at least a year, because if we go over the year trajectory of the stock right here, if I start off July 1st, 2019, this stock was at, let's look here, at $2.24, $2.24. Now we're looking at a year later, $8.72. Do you understand that, ladies and gentlemen? So if you would have anywhere from $300, $400, $500, $600 deposit, you would have got 500% on your return essentially, okay? But as they will put it, I like to put it very short in layman's terms, that, it went up 276%. So that is the power of buying a low value stock, okay? A low value stock, meaning that the stock price should be a lot higher than it is, and it is not. But when you first open up in your IPOs, you can get stocks at a very discounted price. Let's say, okay, this stock is actually valued low. So I know essentially how the company is constructed, how the company is built, the people that's part of the company, that this stock at least a $10 stock, okay? So if you got in at $2, you essentially will make tons of money depending on how much money you put in. So again, let me go back here. I'm gonna look at the totality of my stock. So I was up 40 something bucks in the pre-market. As you can tell, it's slowly declining. Oh, there it is. It's popping back into place. That's what I like to call it. To the point where I was at 42, now I'm at 48. Now you see this market start to roll. Things are fluctuating. And I like kind of looking at it live for maybe a couple of minutes, not too long, because if you do it this way, ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, it plays on your psyche and will absolutely drive you crazy. That's what I tell you. You need to figure out what type of trader you are. What type of trader you are. Are you a day trader, a short-term trader, a long-term trader, or a lifetime trader? A day trader, you may take anywhere from 2 to 4 stocks. Okay, you take from anywhere from 2 to 4 stocks, and you're going to trade those throughout the day. Maybe an hour, maybe for the entire stock market day. If you're a short-term trader, you're trading anything within a month to a year, okay? And if you are a long-term trader, you're probably looking at anywhere from 1 to 5, even sometimes 10 years. And if you're a lifetime trader, that means you're buying a diversified portfolio of stocks. And a lot of those are going to be dividend-based stocks where you're going to hold those stocks and never sell them. You only are buying them for the dividends. So a lot of times I know subscribers come on and say, hey, what about this stock? This particular stock has 9.9. A subscriber the other day said 9.9% of dividends, but it was low profit margins at only 62%. You probably can find another stock that is probably anywhere from $10 to $12 that may even give you a higher at 14, 15% that you can buy an absolute vast amount and make good dividends off of that. So let's go back to my portfolio. Let's look how things are performing. Again, the stock market look like it is dropping. So let's look at the news. I love looking at news. So let's figure out why things are dropping. So already Workhorse is down when it comes for the total day, anywhere from 4.5%. So I love to look at the news. When I see red, I don't like red unless I'm doing a put option, Okay, so there's nothing significant that I can see. And if you're looking at Nikola, that's up 1%. If you're investing in that one, that's another good tool here on Robinhood. Yeah, I don't see anything significant because they're not really getting any news on this particular one. I'm gonna look at my message to see if my options actually traded here. Says you bought for 3 shares of Workhorse. Yeah, I don't even see on Robinhood. This is the thing. That's why I transferred over to WeBull. I'm not saying, I am saying WeBull is slightly better, but it is your preference. It is your preference, okay? I still like Robinhood, but like I said, today I bought some options and I don't see them yet, even on my main portfolio page. The derogatory things that I've heard about Robinhood is that they tend to be a bit slow in your trades. And anytime you're trading, you don't want to be slow. You do not want to be slow, ladies and gentlemen. You want things to happen very, very quickly in the market because the market turns very quickly. It's like you're a NASCAR driver. You know what I mean? You're only making left turns, but you got to make them quick. You know, when you're coming up on that ramp, you got to make them quick. So it all depends on how you look at it. But I will say that Workhorse was down 15%. And now they're only down 6%. So there is a slight incline. Now, hopefully it continues to climb. I only bought 3 shares of it last night. Again, I'm looking for my options. I don't see them. But again, it does take Robinhood some time. So if you ever saw me trade live during the market, I had to refresh the page maybe 5 or 6 times to get that information. So if you, ladies and gentlemen, have any questions, any insight, anything that you want to go over, we're going to head over to TAST, also known as Carrols Restaurant Group. And we're going to look at them starting today. We're going to look at them, see what they're doing. So already today, let's see here at 9:30, they opened up at $4.84. Now we at $4.85, but currently Carrols Group is up 2.89%. So again, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, this was the stock that I gave yesterday. So if you would have took my advice yesterday, okay, if you would have took my advice yesterday, you would have already on your ROI had a return of 2.89%. Again, I am not a genius. I look at research. I look at analytical data, that metadata, the histogram. I look at the line graphs. I look at the RSIs. That's the relative strength index. I look at the movement averages. I look at the Bollinger Index. I look at all of these tools in order to say, do I believe this stock is going to do well? And then most importantly, and if you just looked at it, ladies and gentlemen, it already went up to $5. It already up 3.31%. So what I'm going to do right now, because it's blowing up, and this is what happens. Every time I buy some stocks just off the whim, guess what happens? It goes down. That's just the way Robinhood, not Robinhood, but that's just the way the stock market does. Because it's like, okay, we see that the stock appreciating value. And people, so let me see, how much is 100 shares? I'm not going to spend $500 a day, ladies and gentlemen. But let's see, let's do 40. I don't have enough money. That's okay. I'm gonna deposit that. I'm gonna deposit, let's say 220. Do a review, deposit funds. Let's see what's in there. I got to refresh. You know, Robinhood. Got to refresh a couple of times. Is the money in there? Yes, it is. Let me see if I can do 40. It says 200, review order, buy. Boom, done. I purchased it. So now if you notice, I bought it at 504, it's already at 502. It always happens when I do it live. I always lose a few cents on the dollar. I'm used to it, but I'm gonna hold it, okay? So right now, as you can tell, I have 40 shares of TAST, also known as Carrols Group. That's essentially, they fall under, I'll read it here live. That way you guys, I'm not jumbling over my words. Carrols Restaurant Group owns and operates restaurants under the Burger King brand. It serves those flame broil Whoppers, sandwiches, hamburgers, and chicken and other specialty sandwiches, fries, salads, breakfast items, and smoothies, frappes, and other snacks. Okay. Anyway, so if you're hungry this morning, I'm sorry if I made you even more hungrier. Go and have yourself a smoothie or take yourself over to one of the Burger Kings so my stocks can go up. Me personally, I'm not going to eat the crap, but I'm not telling you to eat it. But if you want to raise my stock price because the more people that go, the better the company does, the better the revenue is, and that reflects into the stock market, and the stock goes up. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. It's now under $5. So right here would tell you, okay, you're already down 34 cents. You're already down 34 cents. Now I'm down, now I'm up 86 cents because it dropped up to 502. Okay, so again, this is stock performance live. I just bought 40 shares of Carroll, and we're still going over some analysis from other stocks. Again, this is one of the stocks that I told people to buy yesterday. Now, granted, I was up there buying other stocks, and I totally forgot to buy this because I would have bought this at the price that it was this morning, and the price this morning was $4.84. Okay, $4.84, and it currently is up at 503. At 503. So that means that I even lost money because I didn't take my own darn advice. This is what it is, right? So let's go over to Hymex. Let's look at Hymex, how it's doing. All right. Let's see here at 9:30, they were at $3.53. And now they are at 422 currently, but as if, that's incorrect, ladies and gentlemen. My apologies. They're currently up, and they're still in a pre-market, but they're still declining at 420. They're up at 1.45%. They were up 7.49% on the pre-market, but they are still up at 1.21, but they are slowly declining. But again, those are the fluctuation in the market. Okay, so let's go over to Workhorse. How's Workhorse doing? Are they getting out the slump? All right, let's look at Workhorse live. Let's look at Workhorse live. Let's go back to my portfolio. Okay, so yeah, Workhorse is not working. Okay, Workhorse is not working. As you in my 3 shares that I bought, I'm down $2.78 and declining $2.88, so on and so forth. But again, ladies and gentlemen, you need to figure out what type of trader you are, because psychologically this would drive you crazy. Like, oh man, I lost $30. Oh, I lost $20. This is my philosophy when it comes to investing. This is my philosophy. You don't lose money if you don't sell. You understand what I'm saying? You lose the appreciation. You lose the appreciation. So essentially, if you buy a stock or you buy some shares of a stock at $10, but you sell those shares at $8, then you lost money. But if the share price dropped to $8 from $10 and you did not sell, the value of your shares appreciated, but you didn't lose money because you're still in the stock market. Now, if you bought it at $10, now it's at $12, and you sold them at $12, then you made money. Okay, then you made money. But if you bought it at 10 and it's at 12 and you kept it, that only simply means that your shares appreciated versus depreciated in value. That's the difference. A lot of people say, oh man, I lost so much in the stock market. I like, did you sell? They're like, no, but okay, you got to understand the terminology, because the only way you lose money is when you sell your shares at a lower price. And if you're watching it every day, every week, and but you're a long-term trader, that doesn't make sense to me. If you're a long-term trader, buy some shares, do some dollar cost averaging, and continue to invest in the stock market. Now, day traders, when they tell you they lost money, that's because they lost money, because they're trading back and forth throughout the day. Now, most of them, what they do is, the ones that I know, they don't take no more than 6 stocks. Most of them do anywhere from 2 to 4 stocks, and they're dropping anywhere from $1,000 to $10,000 on 1 to 2 stocks, sometimes 3 to 4. And they're looking at all the indicators. They're looking at all the indicators of when to sell or when to buy. And when they do, some of them can make anywhere from $500 to $30,000 to $40,000 in a day within a couple of hours. That is the power of day trading. But the other flip side of that is they can also lose a lot of money. They can also lose a lot of money. Some of you may think that it's a guessing game when it comes to investing. It really isn't. It's not gambling. It's not, well, let me back up. Let me be real with you guys for a little bit. Investing is a little bit of luck. It is a little bit of luck, because I can look at all the stock news. I can look at all the indicators. I can go through all the analytical tools. And I'm like, this stock is not going to do that well, so let me do this. And then the stock blows up. And you're just like, what happened? What are consumers doing? What are the silent investors doing? Like, nobody understands what's going on. Or all the indicators are telling me that this stock is going down. I say, you know what? I'm going to just go the opposite route. And then the stock balloons up 50%. You're like, that's either dumb luck or there's some information that I missed. There's some information that I missed, because some people blindly invest. They're like, you know what? I like Berkshire Hathaway B stock. I like that stock. They haven't done any research. They haven't done any research. They're like, you know what? I like Nike, so I'm gonna buy Nike stock. Okay, but where's your research? Did you know that Nike may be going through a reconstruction? This is for an example, ladies and gentlemen. This is for an example. But if a company is going through a bankruptcy or a reconstruction, or they're being merged, or they're being bought out, that will reflect their stock price, either up or down. And that's the power of research, okay? If you ever heard me speaking before, you probably are getting beat up by research, because I can give you all the advice in the world. And they say, you know what? I took your darn advice. I put 300 of my hardworking dollars into the stock, and it's only worth $100 right now. And I always tell people, my advice is with not a grain of salt, but a pillar of salt, okay? Because I can't control the stock market. The only thing I can do is say, hey, this is what according to my research, these stocks should go up. That's all I can do. I can't essentially make the stock market boom whenever I wanted to. So that's why it's imperative that you guys learn how to use these tools. If you looked at one of my videos from last week, we was going through WeBull, and we was going through certain indicators on how to read the analytics of shares of stocks. That way we can make a sound, educated investment decision to make some money. And that's what it's all about. So let's go back. Let's see how the stock market is doing. I'm almost done here. As we're looking at it. So now Workhorse is down, looking like 15%. This is not a great look, but nonetheless, you got to stay in the market. Workhorse, I believe, will turn around. But look at my total. I want you guys to look at the big number here. As you can tell, I'm already up $51 today. What I've been doing, I've been sitting here talking to you guys, running my mouth, making money. And I hope you're taking at least the one bit of advice is, why not invest? Why not invest? Okay, because if you guys are sitting at home, but you're still working, you're working from home, then you still have cash flow. And I would take this out of Robert Kursavat book as far as cash flow. Which way is your cash flow coming in? Now, he did say something in a manner when it came to investing, like where your cash flow going in. It's not coming into your pocket, it's going into the stock market. And where the stock market is going, it's going into an investor. I disagree. And you're not going to agree with everybody who deal in finance. You're not going to agree. And I don't agree with that. I like his total concept of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. But essentially, when he tells me that there's really no money or you can't make money in the stock market, I believe he's absolutely wrong, because I made money in the stock market and I bought, stuff that I needed in my home. Okay. So again, everyone in financial place is not going to disagree, but the key point is you can learn from everyone. You can learn from everyone. You can subscribe to him, subscribe to me. My buddy Stephen Gardner. I know Clear Value Taxes are a pretty good source. I think Kevin gives some good information. Dr. Boyce Watkins. There's a lot of people in the financial space. Wealth Nation, I believe, is another good channel. So my thing is, you guys should subscribe to all those channels, because we all give different perspectives about how to earn money, how to save money, how to invest, how to apply your taxes, how to start a business, how to run a business, etc. Use every platform for your benefit. Use every platform for your benefit. I just know for me, I like to show people real time why I'm doing it. That way, there's no editing, no cut and pasting, no no software engineers doing any magical things on my account. No, as we're looking at it right here, I was up $51. Now it's fluctuating, as I said before, we're at $45. So again, let's go over some of the, this is the stock pick I gave you guys yesterday, okay? Yesterday, the name of that video, if you want to see it, was called Stock Forecast for June 30th. That was Stock Forecast for June 30th, but it was for July 1st, which I actually put in there. So this is the stock that I gave you guys yesterday. Now, again, the stock opened up at $4.84, $4.84, and now we're at we're at $5.02, and the stock is up $3.72. So that means if you would have took my stock tip, if you would have took my stock forecast, you would have made money. You would have had a great return on your investment. Now, because at this point in this market right now, 1% or better is good for me. I'm telling you. Now, of course, we will want your 20%, your 30%, your 200%, those stocks to just go crazy, but it's up 4% now. You see what I'm saying? So again, if someone gives you advice and it pans out like I did, then guess what? That was great advice, because you're still making money. Let's go over to WeBull and let's look at things that are lively happening right before our eyes. I love this. Let's see. Okay. Everything is up, it looks like. Let's go to our top gainers, which is not really our top gainers. I don't know what we're talking about. Let's see here. Nothing significant to report. IPO offerings. That's always good to look at for future investments. Earnings, dividends per share. Let's look at this live. These are the hot industries. Right now, we got highways and rail tracks. They're up $8.2%. Precious metals and minerals. We got gold and minerals. It was up 4%. And then specialty mining and metals. You have a solitary zinc that is up 1.5%. Let's look into this one really quickly. Let's see what this one actually entails. Okay, it's only $20 a share. Let's look at the 52-week high, 52-week low. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. The 52-week low was $14. I'm over here, $14.14, and the 52-week high was $47.33, and currently is at 20. And of course, because I said its name, it's declining. I tell you, live, I have bad luck, I feel like. Let's look at the hot ETFs, and it looks like there's no hot ETFs. And if anyone knows me, I love my ETFs and I love my index funds. They may be down, but they always bounce back. Now, Forex, the only reason I'm looking at the Forex market, if you notice, I'm not really a Forex trader. My son, who's only 20 years of age, actually is learning and have made money off of Forex trading. But he gets up late because he knows that the Forex trade market, is going 24/7, almost like cryptocurrencies essentially. But, I look at it just to see, because he loves the euro and US dollars. He always makes money off of that. I believe 2 weeks ago, he told me that he made $150. And believe me, he made $150 in a week. So I look at it like, if you made $150 per week for 4 weeks, how much money is that? Can anyone just tell me, just right off the top of your head, 150 is what? $300. So if you're making $300 every 2 weeks, you made an additional $600 a week. Think about that. My son, who is 20 years of age, is learning and is Forex trading. And 2 weeks ago, he made $150 a week, and he was ecstatic. And I had to be corrected, I had to be corrected because I was like, son, you got to do this, you got to do that and do this. And then my girlfriend was like, why didn't you just congratulate him and tell him good job that he's learning how to invest? He's following your footsteps. I was like, you're right. So I called him back and I said, son, I'm happy for you. I'm glad you made some money. And I just thanked him. That's all I did. I didn't give him no more advice. I didn't do anything. And because young people need that encouragement, right? Because I would need that encouragement too, instead of my dad always telling me, well, that's great, but you should have done did. And, kids at that age, or young men at that age and young women at that age, they will like to say, hey, great job, keep doing what you're doing. And that's what I should have done. But anyway, he's learning how to Forex trade, and I'm happy for it. I'm not just that. I'm more your traditional trader, but I may get in Forex trading. But anyway, let's go back. I'm almost done here. I got a couple of minutes left. I don't want to be before you long. Let's go back over to Robinhood. Let's see how things are performing. And look at this, ladies and gentlemen. I was up $50, and now it has decreased to $14. So again, I would like to go back to my 1 month earnings because that's a positive note. For the past month, my stock portfolio was up 61%. I've gained $1,000. And that's what a lot of times when people show you their portfolio, they show you all these thousands of dollars. No. Let me see your portfolio at 1,000. Let me see your portfolio at 500, and then let me see you grow it. Okay, you get what I'm trying to say? And that's the transparency that I need. Some of you may not need that. Some of you may love those large numbers, but what I like to do is take a portfolio at $500 or $1,000 and see the exponential growth. Does that make any sense? That way you can see, okay, he's actually trading and making money from his trades. If he can do it, he's giving me his information, then I know that I can do it, whoever you are, okay? So that should make a lot of sense to you, and that's what you should actually do. I'm not saying don't look at those men and women who have $14,000, $15,000, $20,000 in their Robinhood or WeBull account and not listen to them, because they probably are good investors as well. But for me, I like to start off small sometimes. I'll transfer my money to another account and then start over to give you guys that great information, show you, hey, in the past month, wait a minute. So in the past month, you gained $1,000 off investment? Yes, my portfolio is up 62%. Okay, let's look at 3 months. 3 months is up 285%. 285%. Okay, so you are now looking at the amount of money that I've had in there, the amount of money that I've had in there. So that gives you some indication, and then we'll look at it all. All has been up 114%, and I made $1,400. So this is what you do. When you see this, you take the $1,400 and you subtract it from the $2,700, and what do you get? You get $1,300. So you say, okay, you start off with $1,300 and you made $1,400 off your 13. You doubled your money. Exactly. I doubled my money. Okay, with the all. But when you go to a year, I doubled my money because I told you I transfer. I believe it within the last year, I transfer a lot of my things to WeBull. But within the last year, I doubled my money. Think about that. If you could just double your money. And here's the thing. Do I want this money? Oh, I got a lot of things I would love to buy, but I don't need the money. So I'm going to keep this money in the stock market, okay? And look at this. I'm back up $30. So I was up $50, $40, $10. Now I'm back up 30. Again, we're going to look at one more stock. We're going to look at HiMax, see how they're performing. I'm not liking this view. They're only up 1.21%. Carrols Group, they're up 4%, and Workhorse, they are down. So let's look at them over here, because Workhorse is actually down, looking like 18%. okay? And it's saying right here, I lost $4.71. So my portfolio, when it comes to workhorse, I'm nearly down 10% on these stocks. I'm not worried about it. I'm here for the long term or the short term, but not the day trader. No, 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 no. I did that about a month ago. I made about $300-400. I was lucky. I believe I was lucky. I'm not an expert day trader. I'm right in, intermediate. Okay. I'm right in the middle. Okay. I'm not a novice. I'm not a, advanced or expert, but I'm right in the middle. I know what I'm doing, but my patience, I need to work on my patience. And the platform that I use for day trading is actually, is it Think or Swim? That's what it is, Think or Swim by TD Ameritrade. That's the platform I actually use. And so in order to be a day trader, let me tell you this for some of you who say you want to be a day trader. If you're going to be a day trader, so in my opinion, I'm going to narrow it down to two. If you're going to day trade on Robinhood or WeBull, okay, those free platforms, you essentially have to figure out what stock you're going to buy in the morning when the stock market opens or in the pre-market. And then as it's performing, you are watching for the first 1 or 2 hours, see where it peaks at, okay? Because we understand that sometimes you have late peakers in the afternoon, but you have to figure out a good time that's good for you, maybe on your lunch hour if you still have a job and you're not just sitting up here, investing all day. Or maybe it's early in the, after your workout, maybe you take your breakfast at, since you're working from home. However your routine and schedule may be, you're looking at those indicators that you can actually do your work and look at your stocks. So you need a couple of streams, like you need at least two streams, okay, to be efficient. But ultimately, like, major day traders, they have 6 streams. They had 3 at the top, 3 at the bottom. At one point, when I was day trading a couple of years ago, I had 4 streams. I just had 2 and 2. That was great for me. But now, since I don't really do too much day trading, I only have 2 streams, okay? Only have 2 streams. But nonetheless, you have to figure out, because in order to be an official day trader, you need $25,000 in your account. $25,000. That doesn't mean you can't day trade. That means in order for you to go back and forth, trading stocks back and forth throughout the day, you need at least $25,000 in your account. Wherever platform you're using, you need $25,000. That is by federal law. Now, if you kind of do what I'm doing, I buy a bunch of stocks, buy 1,000 this, 1,500 of that, and I'm waiting, I'm looking at indicators, I'm looking at the relative strength index, I'm looking at the movement averages, I'm looking at all these analytical tools. Okay, it's peaking. I'm looking at my candlesticks. Okay, the hammer is about to drop. Boom, I sell. I'm done with that stock. I'm moving on to another one. Day trading, where I'm buying and selling the same stock in the same day. Okay, but some day traders, they will buy and sell the same stock multiple times throughout the day. That is what we need to understand. Money King Kevo says, my portfolio is at 22.28 from investing. I gained $180 in May, but in June I gained $400. Congratulations, Money King. Believe me, earning money, sitting on your butt, not doing anything but making great decisions based upon your research and some good stock tips, it's excellent. Let me tell you, my Cash App link is below. And people think I'm joking. I'm not joking. It is actually below. But it's not like I really, well, I don't want to say I don't want your money. Well, for the great information, why not, right? But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is my time for today. I hope that I gave you guys some insight, some good information for you to go and be motivated and inspired to go invest. This is a brief overview. If you look at my portfolio right now, I have my NEO shares. Let's look at NEO. NEO is up $1.88. We're going to do our quick overview and we're going to get out of here for today. Let's see. Over the past 3 months, this is how much I made. $5.36. Or is that just up? No, I'm kidding. So it's up 214. Okay. And over the course that I've had, my total return to NEO is $118 and climbing. $118 and climbing. Let's look at Plug. Plug is up 4.5%. And I've made my total return is $35. Okay, and I'm up $14 today. And we won't look at these because they're down. And let's look at the 40 shares of Carrols Group. Let's see here. I've made $1.13. Okay, $1.13. So they are $5 a pop. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy me 4 because I still have some money in my my power that's available. Okay. Now I'm at 44, and they dropped a little bit, but that's okay. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. That's your stock performance live today. We went over for the, I think I've been on maybe about 35 minutes, the pre-market going into the regular market up until 5 minutes after. So if you have any questions or comments, please leave it in the description below. And again, I hate the way Zoom does it. It wipes away all my information, but information dealing with WeBull, Robinhood will be in the description 10 minutes after this video. So if you have any questions or comments or any stock picks that you want me to look into, please leave in the description below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to this channel where I give you all sorts of updates from stimulus to investing and money saving tips. Learn money and be inspired. You guys have a great day, and you guys stay safe and wear your mask. I'm out.